Hi fellow book lovers, it's a book loving mama, and boy do I have a great book review for you today. If you like paranormal romance, if you like shifter romance, if you like reverse harem romance, this book, 5 out of 5 stars, wow. So let's talk about it. It is Unwilling Queen by Lexie Winston. This is book 1, and let me just tell you, I lost sleep this weekend. I read it in one day because I could not put this down. So let's start right off. The first 3 to 4 chapters were a little slow. Right off the bat, I was like, ooh, I don't know. It had, the first chapter had some action and it was like, okay. But then the next couple ones had a lot of background. And I was like, okay, sometimes that's great. Sometimes it just keeps going. Background is needed. Totally makes sense with the rest of the book. And then she leaves town, she runs away, and holy cow. Boom, I was so invested with this book. So this book, Unwilling Queen, is a very different take on like the paranormal shifter world experience. I've read a lot of shifter books, and this definitely had a different take on it. They have a human world, you have the shifter world, and then you have the neutral zone that's kind of in between. Colby lives in the neutral zone. She owns a bakery. Her mom is a dress designer, and she's just kind of getting through life. She's still getting her bakery up. She finds a little tiger cub hiding right outside of her back door. She goes to try to save him, and that's kind of where it all kicks off. Watch Team 1 comes in. We start to get to know them. Well, they do have, in this world, where they do every 40 years a new selection of a king and queen. It's not like a normal one where like, oh, son takes over for father, which again, very different take on things. And of course, with the selection, she gets picked and she runs. That is where all the fun kicks off. We get one little steamy scene. If you're looking for a lot of steamy scenes, there was only one in this book, but that's okay because honestly, this one I feel like leads up to the second book. It leaves off with a cliffhanger. I was like, oh God, I gotta get the next book. And the next book's not written yet. I was like, no. I am one of those readers that likes to read like a whole series through if I can. So I try not to read too many series that like aren't finished yet, or a few that at least have a couple books. I looked it up and it said July 31st, the next book was coming out. Then I just looked right now and now it says May 9th, which is just a few days away. So I'm hopeful that May 9th is accurate because I cannot wait to read the next book in this series. I kid you not. It's very dark. I'm sorry. I kid you not. This book was amazing. Lots of good action, very different take on it. You have a female character that's strong. You see a lot of growth through this. You see some relatable content, and it's just very interesting. So I highly recommend this book, and if you are wanting to read this, hopefully by the time you see the review, the book will be out and you can read the second one as well. Once I get that one in my hands, I will give you a review. I'm sure I'll read it all the way through as well, so I will give you my honest review there. But if you're looking for a different take on that shifter romance, definitely recommend. I will give you guys another review later. Happy reading.